see in the notes. Lecture number 8 is just, this last 2-3 blank pages you'll see for lecture number 8, Introduction to FATA. That's just an introduction thing that I wanted to give. But this is something, history of Indian markets is something which was absolutely not there in basics of stock market 1.0, a complete addition in 2.0. And as I mentioned, even I as a person have emerged in the last 3 years. Even I came to know some things, how analysis is to be done, fundamentally, technically, both, right? So what I tried to do, me and my team, we tried to put various case studies that how markets behaved in what condition and how the markets either bounced back or dipped forever. That is what we are going to understand in this one, okay? So if you see, Indian markets have a pretty long history, starting from the Harshad Mehta scam. The scam which made history not at that time so much, but I think in the lockdown it did make history. It was the reason behind maximum number of demat accounts being opened. Because so many people got fascinated that this is what I want to become. That feeling, or maybe Harshad Mehta. That feeling also many people got. Anyways, but he was the one who actually, brought a lot of glory, center of attraction for the stock market. In the web series also it is shown that not only blue collar people or white collar people, irrespective of whatever is your type, you are a very senior person, middle management person, lower management, Anwala also was telling buy this stock, sell this stock. That was a level of penetration that he actually introduced in the stock markets. But as everyone has seen in that web series, that there were certain wrong means which he resorted to, because of which this is again one example of pump and dump. Now you'll understand. Few shares that he had discussed, pumping those shares continuously. What if I am able to take those shares higher and higher and higher? And at one point in time when he had to repay that money, what was the only solution left? Dump. Correct? So here what did we see? So what we are going to do, we are going to try and analyze the various events. So if you want, what you can do is, maybe this is just a thought process, right? Okay, what you can do is maybe a tabular form if you want to draw. So what was the event? What was the low? Or what was the what was the year? This is top of my mind, I'm telling you. What was the year? What was the event? What was the low? What was the high? Maybe we can try and do that. Year, event, low, high. 4 columns. Year, event, low, high. Okay? So if you see here, which year are we talking about? So it could be a range of years also, okay? Not a specific year. Harshad Mehta started trading actively in 1986. Here I was born, there Harshad Mehta was born, 1986. And since then, he started coming into limelight slowly, steadily. Hopefully I don't end like what he did. Okay, so in 1992, everyone knows that Sucheta Dalal uncovered his scam. And that was the time when one of the greatest stock market fall was witnessed by so many people, correct? Now, if you see here, by April 1993, market fell by 53% from its peak of 4,546 to 1980. Okay, wait, so if you see, here is the chart. Maybe the chart is not very clearly visible on the screen, but in your notes, it will be very clearly visible. Okay, now which is this year? This is 1992. And when had he started? Somewhere around 1986, correct? He started trading actively. So here if you see, even if I take this, market was, which is this line, around 500, 600 when he started actively trading. See the horizontal line, okay? And when did the market reach its peak? From here and then zoop. This was the year 1992. Can I say this is pump? What is this? Dump. Slump. Okay, this was when the fraud was uncovered. Okay, what is more important? I feel this. What is more important? Okay, the market's corrected, no doubt, but corrected and recovered. Corrected from what to what? From 92, so this is the peak point 92 to lowest point somewhere around 93, 94 in between. And reached similar level somewhere around 95, you can say. Correct? Now you want to tell me, when Harshad Mehta scam was unveiled, was uncovered, can I say people who might have invested at that time, they might be like, oh my god, this is one of the kind thing that has happened. This has happened never before, and now it's all over. Now you have to mark my words, okay? What was the logic of people? Gone. This is the first time something like this has happened. We don't have any past precedents for that to check how the market has recovered. So this will be the worst fall. Very slowly it might recover. And it has recovered in 1 to 2 years. Okay? Simple to clear? Can we go on? So we are going to try and analyze the event. So tell me what thing have we written? Years. So the main rise, he started actively in 96 agreed. But when can you see the main increase? Somewhere 1990 I can say this was the first push. Then a little bit this and then zoom. So mainly I can say this 91 onwards I can say. First like this and then like this. So 91 to 92 was the rise. Correct? 91, 92 was the main rise. And when was the fall? 93. When was the rise again? 94. So this is a time frame from 91 to 93. First write this down. 91 to 93. Event. Harshad Mehta scam. 91 to 93. Harshad Mehta scam. And what was the low point? Low point was somewhere around, if I consider 91, okay? In my notes, if 86 I'm considering, then it will be somewhere around 600. Correct or no? Yes, if I'm considering 91, somewhere around 1000. Correct? Topmost point. Tell me topmost point. This one around 4500. 4617 is there also on the screen. 4600 you can take. Topmost point. And what was the lowest point that was hit because of this scam? Somewhere around 2000. So drop from 4600 to 2000. So actually we have taken 3 price points technically. If you have written the first one that we have written, it has started somewhere around 1000. If you have not written this, it's okay. It's absolutely okay. Because what was the high point that we were interested in? Highs and lows, right? High in that run was 4600. Low point in that is 2000. Correct? And maybe towards the end, what you can write down, just if you have a little bit more space. Last one can be remarks. What is the remark? Tell me. Did market recover? Yes. In how many years? Barely 2 years. From this low to this high. And see, high to high match. From 93 to 95. The high was regained. The high was regained within 2 years. That is our observation. So he's saying it did not come down to this level. Okay, not some shares might be pumping and dumping, but some fundamentally strong shares did not go down that much. So what is he saying? It came down, but not the run-up was from 1000 to 4500, but the downfall was from 4500 to only 2000. So half the fall as compared to the rise. Let's not confuse these 2 points. Why I'm telling you, I'm going to take that as a separate point. We are going to consider that LPG. 1991, liberalization, privatization, globalization. Because if we mix up two, three things, it will have again multiple problems in our mind. This is simple and clear. Yes, can we move on? Then came in the dot-com bubble. And for those who have seen this dot-com bubble, what happened? Anyone has an idea? We're not going to go into absolute details of what happened and what not. IT companies. That was the first time Web 2.0 came up. Was starting up. So there were so many companies. Pets.com. First time Amazon.com came into limelight at that time. In simple words, it was like any and every company coming up with a .com. .com. Now we know .com is an internet-based company in short. And people were raising funds like anything. It could be classroom.com, hotel.com, this.com, anything.com. And people were like $100 million valuation, $1,000 value, $1,000 crore value, whatever. Huge valuations people are coming up with. And many investors are actually pumping in money in that. Maybe internet companies will boom and all that. Was that a tech startup boom, I can say at that time? But were all companies going to prosper? Did all companies fail? No. Amazon.com was a .com company. Did it crash? Yes. But what a way it has recovered. Okay. But problem was that there were so many companies which came into this .com thing. Anything which goes beyond its capacity is going to burst at some point in time. And that's what exactly happened with .com bubble also. A lot of investment happened between 96, or this should be 96, this is somewhere around 96, 97, by the way. Whatever you can write, 96 also you can write if you want. It's a time frame, rough time frame, 95, 96, 97, whatever. So between 96 and its peak in 2000, Nasdaq composite, I'm going to ask a question to you. Between 96 to 2000, Nasdaq composite, means Nasdaq, index rose by 400%. 96 to 2000, Nasdaq composite rose by 4. Why only Nasdaq? Why not Dow? 400. We just learned right now, right? Nasdaq will be mainly of IT companies. Dow will be like infra, FMCG and all other type of companies. Okay? So Nasdaq rose almost 400 points only to fall 78% from its peak, whatever. That is Udar ka, US scenario. Let's understand Indian scenario, what happened. From late 95 to March 2000, Sensex jumped from 2800. What was our low in Harshad Mehta? 2000 roughly. Okay. So from 2000 to 2800 steadily it might have gone up. From 2800 it jumped to what? 6150. That's a 119% jump. Correct? But wait, by September 2001 when the bubble burst, the markets corrected to the levels of again 26. Let us see this on the chart. We don't have 95, whatever, 96. What is the low point that we have written? Somewhere around 2500, correct? Just check out on the screen now, even if you're not able to read the levels. This is 2500 that I marked. 2500, okay. This is the level of 2500, this horizontal line. Somewhere around this level we are. See? Not exactly, but somewhere around this level. This is 97. Are you with me? 97, it started its journey. Tested somewhere around this level in 99 again. Correct? And from there, zoop, one-sided journey. Till what? Highest point? This one, almost 6119, almost 6000 plus. From what? From almost 2500 plus. Correct? Faster the rise, faster was the fall. And in 2000, it started crashing to 2001 roughly. We saw the low point again, almost similar. So the observation which he had made doesn't hold true here. What happened in .com bubble? What happened in Harshad Mehta scam? Rose by whatever, X, fell by 0.5x. Here, rose by X, fell by X. Same fall. And see the speed of growth and the speed of fall. Fast and furious. Correct? So that was the .com bubble burst. Now again understand. Again mark my words. Like in Harshad Mehta scam, what did people feel? First time in history this has happened. God knows what will happen. This is something which no one has seen. Maybe gone. Markets will take years to recover. It recovered in 2 years. Did .com concept come for the first time in 2000s? Yes. .com bubble burst happened for the first time. What was the people's perception? First time this has happened in history. Unfortunately, we are the ones who are getting trapped. We are not sure if this might again take the markets higher or not. This time it will take years to recover. Thought process of the people again. Okay. What was the low? 2500. So let's write down these points. Tell me which time frame did we cover? 97 to 2002 roughly. Correct now? 97 to 2002 roughly we are covering. Low point? Around 20, approx, you can write down approximate values, 2500, 2600, whatever. Approx 2500. Tell me, upmost point, approx 6100 something, 6200. 100 points here and there, it's fine. What is the remark? Wait. Here, what is the important one? First observation is what? It crashed to the same level. First observation. Crashed to the same level of 2500. In which year did it crash till 2500 again? Somewhere around 2002. Correct, no? Little bit here and there, that is fine. Somewhere around 2002. Again saw the lowest point. What did the people feel? First time, .com bubble. हम ही नसीब के मारे हैं. It will take years to recover. When did it recover? 2 years. You can see 2000, it's cut in the notes. But 2004, again, reached 6100. So there also you can write down a note. Recovered in 2 years. 6119. Are you understanding how to analyze situations? Can we move on? The global financial crisis, 2007. The year which I told you what happened when I was at the broker. इसमें भी doubt हाँ. So here again it has taken almost 2 years. From 2002 to 2004, again 2 years. So what is your question? You're talking about this year. You're talking about this one. It took 1 year to crash from 92 to 93 and roughly 2 years to recover. Oh, he's saying maybe first event this happened. This was the first event that happened. It took 2 years for recovery. Then everyone learned from their experience. Now the recovery, again 2 years. No, wait. Sorry. Both recoveries almost 2 years only. Correct, na? Here also recovery is from 93 to 95. Here also recovery is 2002 to 2004. Recovery time frame is, but wait, let's not draw conclusions on that. We have just understood only two things right now. And one just general session. Let me finish this first. Okay, and then you can take out. Otherwise, again, this is the last 2 hours of our session, right? So moving on to the third one, global financial crisis. This is what I was talking about, correct? Wherein I said that I was eating the bud, the stockbroker, and what happened, lower circuit and all that. This was the time, Lehman Brothers crisis. Just to give you just the explanation of what had happened in Lehman Brothers crisis in just 3 or 4 sentences, you can imagine a huge financial institution, something like ICICI, HDFC put together. That big financial institution. Today, after normal 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, shut it down. Shut it down. Tomorrow, down. Day after tomorrow, down and out. Huge financial institution. Lehman Brothers, it collapsed overnight, declared bankruptcy. There was a big reason behind that. Okay, we're not going to go into that. Okay, that's a different case study altogether. But understand, what are we going to learn from that? That is important. Case studies, so many case studies will happen. What are we learning from that is important. Was this like a bankruptcy of a huge financial institution? US में. Did it lead to unimaginable levels of unemployment? Bekar, the very bad levels of unemployment. Did this happen for the first time? Such a huge company falling off. That had not happened in the past. Immediate past we're talking about, maybe early where 1800s and what, we're not talking about it. We're talking from 1980s, 1990s, somewhere around it. Had we seen a big giant like Lehman Brothers Lehman Brothers just collapse in no time? We have not seen that till then. Was it also followed by Satyam in India? Very same time, 2008 only. Yes. Did it lead to a massive fall in the stock market? Yes, that is what we discussed in market-wide circuit breakers. Was it the first time? Almost yes. What did the people feel? Gone, it's over. Khatam. And it will take years to recover. Correct. So now, you can just mark this is like a global financial crisis that happened. Okay. Sensex had reached an all-time high of 21,206 points. And if you see here, just go to the next page. And in the dot-com bubble burst, we had said, we had talked about 6,000 level, right? In your table, we were at 6,000 level. Just see this. Correct? And have a look at the journey from here. From 2004-5 to 2008. If you're looking at this, 2004-5 to 8. Look at this journey. It's a massive bull run. And unfortunately, I did not have money at that time. I was not able to participate in that big bull run. Correct? Huge rally. What was the initial start point? Start point was somewhere around 6,000, correct? Touched again 6,000 here. I hope you're seeing this. 6,000. Ran up to almost what? 20,000, 21,000 in 2008. Followed by a steep fall in 2009. And it came down to almost 8,000. So now this is neither half nor exact fall, somewhere in between. Okay? But massive fall? Yes or no? Yes. Fall is massive, agreed. How much time did it take to fall? 1 year barely. 2008, 2009 is the low. Are you with me? 2009 is the fall. And what did I say? It will take years to come back. And this is around 2011. We're back. 9 to 11. How many years? 2 years. Are you with me? Can you see some similar observation? Yes? What will you write here? What is your table update? Write it down. What is this global financial crisis for you? If you want to write this, it's a Lehman, many people call this Lehman Brothers or subprime crisis. Global financial crisis, Lehman Brothers crisis, subprime crisis, different names for the same thing. Tell me, what is the start level? Start level was somewhere around 6,000. That was the starting point. But we're not anyways writing down the starting point. Year was what? Starting year? 2004-5. No, not really. Sorry. How do we write that? So this is actually A and B part actually. If you want to write it down properly. Shall we write it down? A part, B. What will be the part A for this? This is before Lehman Brothers crisis. We are establishing what happened before Lehman Brothers crisis. Okay, so if you want to write down part A, this is before Lehman Brothers bull run from 2004 to 2008. Before Lehman Brothers bull run 2004 to 2008. Bull run 2004 to 2008. And from what to what is this journey? 2004 to 2008? From 6,000 to almost 21,000. No, don't write in that aage wala column. We are in the particulars column only. From 6,000 to 21,000. Okay, this is the part A. Now we'll write about part B. What is the part B? That is the fall. So part B is actually the Lehman Brothers crisis or the subprime crisis. What will you write here? High point 21,000 roughly. Low point roughly 8,000. Correct? And what will you write in remarks? Recovered in approx 2 years. Almost 2 years. Recovered in 2 years. Correct? Can we go on? So now by now everyone has gotten the confidence. When will the recovery happen? In 2 years. Now everyone believes I have understood everything. I'm superior than the market. Confidence has turned into overconfidence. And you know what is going to happen? So before COVID, there was a word that was known as a U-shaped recovery. Before COVID, terminology was U-shaped recovery. 2 years in between. And everyone was like, और नीचे जाएगा. It will stay here. It will take time during COVID. Now let's understand what has happened during COVID. Wait. But before that is also, so you also will have part A, something like that. So this is pre-pandemic. So if you want to write down, what is the pre-pandemic thing? Tell me. Where have we stopped right now? 2011, somewhere around that, right? And we have data in our notes somewhere around 2012. 1 year here and there, it is okay. Okay. What is the level? We are anyways at the similar level. What is the level that we are at? Everyone. 20,000, no? In year 2012, we are at 20,000. From that level, if I take you directly to the pre-pandemic level, from 20,000 to almost 42,000. So pre-pandemic level, from 20,000 to 42,000. Of course, the years are also very high, okay? How many years in that consolidation? Almost 8 years. 8 years into the consolidation almost. Now comes the big fall. Now write down pandemic. The B point, pandemic. What happened during pandemic? Tell me. High point 42,000. Low point around 25-26,000. Low around 25-26,000. Achha, is this also not closer? If you remember similar 6,000, 8,000 previous one? Tell me, Satyam crisis was similar like that only, na? From 6,000, it had gone up and went down till 6,000. So shade low, 1,000, 2,000 points from the lows it had recovered. Similar situation here. Yes or no? Low was around 20,000. Yeah, not 2,000, but almost 6,000 points up. 6,000 points up. So what did people feel? Is this new? Yes. Is this new? Yes. For the first time. Pandemic. We are hearing this for the first time. Lockdown. First time. हमारे टाइम पे होना था. What is one common point that you saw in all these scenarios? हमारा ही टाइम खराब था. All different scenarios. All reacting in a similar fashion. Going down suddenly doesn't give time for investors to quit. And people feel it is all over. But when this lowest point was reached, now tell me, what are people going to be like? It will recover, no nothing. People say, now we know. We are not going to say it will recover, not recover. It will recover in 2 years. Abhi what time hai? We will invest slowly and steadily. And now see what happened? 1, 2. And earlier shape was you. No time for investors to enjoy this journey from 25,000 to back to 42,000 in what? Within a year. And this is where many of you have also started your journey of stock market. This is what you have seen till now. Now see what has happened in the past. Recovered in 2 years, okay, but much more important than that is the fall that we have seen. Fall was terrific. If you can calculate, I'm going back. Just see this 2008 crisis. How much was the fall? How much was the fall? A fall of around 60%. And you're crying at 3%. 60% fall. Can you imagine a 50% fall also right now? Market going from 16,000 to 8,000 में से बोला थोड़ा गलत रहेगा. Why? We have to see what was the starting point of that journey. From that journey till date. We'll also try and calculate. Don't worry. We'll try and calculate that also. फिर मजा ही क्या है? We'll say you have talked only about the past. Let's try to see what can happen. It will happen or not, no one knows. But we'll at least try. Correct? So I hope you have understood that the moment it falls, it's going to fall badly, agreed. But now I believe that the pace of recovery is going to be sharper now. 3 times we have seen 2 years recovery, and now the fall is also going to be sharper, and the recovery is also going to be sharper. More and more algo tradings, machine trading, volume trading. No emotions involved. When humans trade, emotions are involved. When machine trades, no emotions are involved. Engineers will say this: if market goes below this, sell. If market goes over this, buy. Conditions are put. Once sell order is hit, everyone is going to sell. It's going to crash like anything. Once it comes to that level of buying, buy. Okay, now. So now we are going to have lesser and lesser time for reaction, and this is going to create more and more of FOMO, fear of missing out, and more and more of wrong decisions. So we have to be very careful now. Even if we lose out on a little bit of profits, it's okay. Protecting capital is also very important. Okay, so I'm telling you, this fall that has happened in the Russia-Ukraine, has that also been sharp? From 18,400 to where we are right now, 16,000. This has been pretty sharp. Can it fall further? Is what we are going to discuss. And even if it falls further, you know already what is ideally the maximum recovery time. Maximum, I'm saying, maximum. Now you feel good? Because right now also what people are saying, first time. World War के time पे we were not there. This is the first time we are seeing any war. Such an elongated war. And see, हमारी नसीब खराब है. That is why this is happening. What is the common point in all 4 scenarios? All 4 scenarios were unique. Markets fell. But market is a money-making machine in a slow wala sense. Everyone has a conviction that in the short term it might panic. Whatever incidences I showed you till date, did market go below the original lows? Maybe little bit, 1%, 2%. Was it something like original lows 8,000, new low 4,000? Tell me any scenario that we discussed. Let's discuss from 1991, we are in 2022 right now. We've seen a span of almost 30 years right now, in less than 30 minutes. What a pace. Are you understanding what I'm trying to tell you? By the way, whatever we are doing right now is technical analysis. Oh. Looking at the charts. Don't go into the patterns. This is what is technical analysis. What is the simple meaning of technical analysis? Analyzing the past and trying to understand what could happen in the future. Is it baseless? That's what we are doing. We are analyzing the past. That is step number 1. And then we will try and see what might happen in the coming few years. Correct or no? Yes. In technical analysis, whatever we did right now, are we trying to find out which stock is good, which stock is bad, or are we trying to time the buy and sell? Timing is what we are focusing on. Oh, market has corrected by so much. If I believe this is the lowest point, maximum 2 years from here, I know that. At least that is what we can understand with technical analysis. Is this okay? Can we go on? Shall we analyze more and more scenarios? Interesting? Yes? Okay, Asha, did we write the last one? Pandemic, we have written. Pandemic low for Sensex was 25,000 roughly. And high was 40,000. And recovered in less than 1 year. See, this was the high, 2020, this was the high. Around 42,000. Then low, around 24,000, 25,000. Recovered this one, less than 1 year. Are you with me? Can we move on?